Good evening, everybody. First of all, I have to apologise for the video being quite dark. I don't know why it's so dark. I've been trying to get it to go lighter. I'm not very technical, so yeah, hopefully I can figure that out soon. I've been putting off doing this video for a while. I think because I'm a bit self-conscious about doing this, and I've actually been sitting here for a while, keep re-recording because I keep sort of mucking up what I want to say, and big pauses and stuttering, and yeah, I think that sort of leads me on to what I wanted to share with you today about perfectionism. Since I've been on this journey of trying to, becoming aware of my thoughts, of my reactions, of my beliefs, I've noticed that I am a perfectionist with some things, and I can be quite hard on myself. So I don't know if any of you can relate to this. I believe that the patterns we have, they come from somewhere. And maybe some people have got it from when they were a child and they were told by a teacher maybe that their work was not good enough. And at that point, the child made a decision that they needed to be perfect to be accepted, to be liked. Maybe the parents said something, oh, this isn't good enough, why did you do that, that's terrible. And a belief is a choice we make that gets ingrained in us, and it is a way of protection, really. I think it's all about wanting to be accepted and loved, and those on this journey will understand a lot of this is about self-love, is about talking to yourself as you would a best friend and learning to do that. And it's not easy to change ingrained patterns, but with persistence and practice, it will become easier and easier. Yeah, I think that's partly why I've put off doing this video, because I thought, that maybe whatever I do, I'll beat myself up, that I didn't say the right things, I didn't say it in the right way. That feeling of shame and embarrassment. And one thing I'm learning is every time I do notice myself getting into that pattern of, oh, Sarah, you didn't say that right, or to that person, you should have done this, or when you sent that email, why didn't you say it like this, or, whatever I do, I'm trying to catch myself in that pattern instead of going into that spiral of beating myself up, and then before I know it, I'm going into that downward spiral of it, a negative downward spiral. I'm catching myself most of the time, and I'm catching myself when I've saying I'm not good enough. And I think one of my affirmations, which I want to share with you, which is helping me, is saying to myself, I am enough. I try my best, and that is enough. And it's all about self-love, and our best is enough. I guess we can be the hardest critics on ourselves, let alone anyone else, and it's time to catch ourselves in them patterns and to say, okay, maybe that didn't go right the way that I feel I could have, I could have wrote that email in a better way or said this in a better way, and just catching yourself and saying, well done for noticing that you're going into that pattern, and congratulating yourself for being aware of maybe a negative thought, of beating yourself up, and say to yourself, okay, what can I do better next time? And maybe you know, it's all about learning, isn't it? And it's all about being really gentle with yourself. Because usually how we treat ourselves is how we treat others. So be kind to yourselves. Good night.